Hello, everybody. This is for all signs for Aries through Pisces around the zodiac, right? So today the moon went into Gemini, and that's going to be expression in the home, communication in the home front, communicating things in the home front about ideas, however that fits in your life. So we're going to just jump into this and get started. And oh, I'm just shuffling these cards nice and grand for those who want to watch me shuffle. Alrighty, so for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, let's get you guys dealing with intellectualism and the home front with the moon over there, jumping in, Gemini. And we have you wanting to take some fast forward action today. And this is maybe you're like, oh, okay, wait a second, hold on, I'm just going to take a quick step back and maybe review, maybe there's a message that's come in and you're like, whoa, it kind of makes you stop for a second and it's put you in a little bit of indecision maybe and deciding, oh, I can regain my control. So now you're maybe changing course of action, taking control over something. Maybe this is something, maybe something to do with work, your skills or something has come in and it's inspired you and now you're using your intuition, trying to decide what is it that I'm going to do here. And we have the Six of Cups. So this is going to be nostalgia affecting you. This is your challenge position right here. This is going to be nostalgic. Things from the past may be really affecting you. So you're trying to use your intuition. I can't even speak. So maybe you're having a problem communicating this, not wanting to speak about something from the past. And now towards you're wanting to maybe just like really go towards something that you've been building up on. Maybe this is what you're using your intuition about. This is something from the past that has to do with some money issues, something you've, been waiting for to happen. Maybe you've been working towards something and you're just waiting to see how this is going to have an effect. And so you're trying to just take control over things because you're looking towards your long-term future. You're looking towards the things that are going to, be prosperous for you, that are going to keep you grounded for the day today. So that's for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Next up is Taurus. So Taurus is dealing with material security, emotional, maybe pretty emotional about material stuff in the home front. So as you woke up today, what happened? It's like you woke up with some expectations today. Today you're maybe hoping for something to come in. Could be a job related deal, something to do with your skills. So there's something that you're waiting on. And it's really, this is like you want victory on this. It's like you just want to have victory. You're communicating. If you're communicating at all about this, it's like, I want to have victory on this job. I'm really expecting victory. So this is something you feel like you have that skill too for it. And this is something that you look at as long-term security, something that's stable, something like your dreams. This is something that you feel that it's going to be abundant, especially with your money. And how you're expressing to the world around you is that you're moving forward. You're wanting to move forward. This is your expression of you wanting to move forward, taking, this job opportunity that you're expecting to have victory and you're really wanting to go forward. And your challenge is most likely going to be something feeling like you're stuck, not able to. This is just mental energy though. So your mental energy is going to be feeling like you're stuck to something maybe long term, that maybe you're not seeing something. Maybe you feel that you don't have a way out because you're wanting to just, the reason this is happening is because you want to, maybe, but you have some conflicts. You want to just, it's like it's going to maybe have to take steps, and there's going to be a lot of differences of opinions. You're going to have to deal with those differences of opinions. And so how are you limiting yourself, Taurus? by how much detail you're paying attention to things. Like you're paying a lot of, maybe you're putting too much detail into these things right here, this right here, and this one. And where's the other one? Over here, the communication. This could be where you're limiting yourself. No, this would be it right here. No, this one and this one too. Going forward and feeling how, maybe you're stuck to something from your past and how much detail you're putting into this right here, especially with work, something that you feel really victorious over. This is, maybe you're limiting yourself by how much detail you're putting into something. Okay, next up is Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. For Gemini, what's up for you guys for the next 24 hours? And for Gemini, you guys are dealing with your personality in the home front. How's that go for you? Very social. Maybe you're feeling really super duper social, really chattery, and a lot of communication. Maybe you're wanting a lot of communication in the home front. Let's see what's going on with you. And we have you trying to take the lead, maybe in conversations and stuff in the home front. When you get up, it's like you're maybe trying to take control over things, taking the lead in the home. If you're dealing with a partner too, this is, well, look at that. Communication of love. This is something maybe you're skilled in. This is your sign too. Look at that. It's like you're really communicating. You're communicating it's your skill too. You have the skill of communication available to you today, and you're doing something very fair and balanced about this. It's like, yeah, you want to, your self-worth, you're feeling justified in how you're doing something and how you're expressing yourself out towards the world, how the world is seeing you. Most likely is that maybe that you're trying to run away from things. So maybe you're expressing this now, you're showing this to a partner that maybe you've been trying to run from something, and you just don't want to deal with something, some type of issue within your own head, something that maybe you felt self-defeat in, and now you're trying to bring a fair balance to the situation and communicating that, really communicating it, taking control too, right? And your challenge though here is like, how much are you guarded? And it could be to do with maybe some pentacles, some money issues, like maybe trying to hold on to your money a little bit too tight there. And why are you holding on to your money? Because maybe you're afraid that you could lose some money. Maybe you don't know where the money is going to be coming in from somewhere else, and you really want to expand on being able to find more options available to you. Maybe find places that you can get more money. Maybe this is a lot to do with money now all of a sudden, and there's some conflict that's been a conflict for you. This has been, and maybe this is what you're expressing about now, and you're just limiting yourself. Oh geez, you got the Empress energy, like, ooh, yeah, here we go. Just really trying to look at your self-worth. How is your self-worth in yourself? How do you value? And this could also do with the home life. The limitations. Maybe you feel restricted in the home life, or maybe with a female, maybe a mother figure, or someone who you look up to as a female, or this is you and your own self-worth, limiting your belief about how you can achieve and go forward in life. Next up is Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for Cancer. Next 24 hours for Cancer, what's going on with you guys? And for you guys, you're dealing with secret dreams. In the home front, dealing with your secret dreams, your desires, the things that you see that, your possibilities, the things that you don't really share, but now it's like, since Gemini is there, it's like that's about communicating your secret dreams and desires. And what are you doing about that? It's like really looking at the logicity of it, maybe communicating your truth, where you stand on something. And this is in your dreams. And this is the skill. You've been putting a lot of work and time into this, paying a lot of attention to detail, getting it. If you don't get it done right the first time, it seems like you've been really, you're communicating also to other people about how much work you have done and the detail, being able to communicate the details of this. And as far as the love life, it's feeling like you're stuck into a situation that you don't know how to get out of, mental energy, and you're expressing to the world your manifestation powers, your skills, you're expressing, showing people. You have no problem showing that you know how to, manifest for, use your skill. You're really imposing your skill and showing it to the world. But you're being, your challenge is to maybe take a time out. You may be not taking a time out. Maybe you need to take some time out and reflect on things more. And why is this a challenge? Because you're wanting to what? Trying to keep things, you're having to make a choice about balance here, because you're balancing, you want to balance things, have things nice and balanced. And so, this is being able to take a time out in order to balance out things. Maybe you're not taking time for yourself, and maybe you need to go in and take some time to really focus on how to keep things stable, because towards you wanting to grow in your stability and be able to keep basically like, two rules, because you have two rules you're trying to keep them, in balance here. And you could be restricting yourself by many issues. So you could be working towards your money, really material and your stability. But this is like your limitation is where your money's coming from or where your money's going out. How are you balancing out your money? So this is a limitation or a restriction, or this may be actually, maybe you've had a really hard time, figuring out where, how to balance out your money. And so now maybe you're working on this. So this would be a good idea to take a time out and do that. Take a time out away from people. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Let's see what's up with you guys for the next 24 hours. Leo, Leo, Leo. What's going on with you guys? And you're dealing with social status in the home front. So waking up and waking up to your phone being blown up on Facebook or whatever social networks you use, or maybe there's communication coming in from other people, friends, family. You're just maybe being bombarded maybe today. It's like, how does that affect your private life? Wow. And you're just like really trying to take charge over it, like trying to see through the bullshit. Excuse my English, but you got the Queen of Swords, right? Trying to really use discernment on maybe communication coming in from other people, and how are you communicating, or your skills and stuff. And you're just like, oh shit. You're really trying to block off maybe other people from, you're trying to control that. You're like trying to maybe share your ideas, your ideals, your beliefs and stuff. Maybe sharing your ideals and using your ideals, your skills, or what is it that you're using the skills from, what have you been taught in your life, the things, other people have taught you, you're communicating that to other people. And as far as love goes, it's like you're needing to take a time out and really think about things there, because maybe it's to do with your beliefs too, that you're having to deal with this, like stopping. Your beliefs are like holding you back from maybe seeing the truth in things, and you're really trying to communicate that. And you're expressing to the world the anxiety that's being caused, the depression maybe that you've had in regards to having to take a time out, especially with love, because love can be affecting that. If you're having to take a time out and really evaluate things, you're expressing, and maybe people are seeing that you're really up in your head about things, like a little bit chaotic. And your challenge is like, you're just needing to go forward. You're wanting to go forward, take some fast action in something, and away from this, maybe wanting to take fast action, getting to the truth of the matter of a situation, because you're hoping to go after your coin, which is a bit conflicting. Your dreams and aspirations are building up on your, building up your coin, building up your money, having your sense of independency, having a sense of self-worth, having a really great self-esteem. And so this could be in conflict with what you're going after. And so you're being limited today maybe by, a lot of options that are coming in for you. and your hopes and dreams and things. Maybe you have a lot of options that are there, and they've maybe before you felt restricted and maybe you only had a few options, and now all of a sudden you have all these options, but maybe you're stuck in that confusion of not knowing which one to pick. So that could be a limit or a restriction, is having maybe too many options and feeling, here you're feeling really great. So if you have all these options, and you're feeling maybe chaotic about it and maybe really wanting to take charge over this, you want to take charge, you want to maybe get away from this chaos because, these options are just like, oh my God, because you're really wanting some independence. You want to have success. You're going after your dreams and wishes and stuff. Next up is Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Wow. So you guys must have woke up with some expectations, expecting something to happen, waiting for something to come in. And this could be for work, or this is something that would inspire you. Maybe this is also merging of ideas. But you wake up with the Three of Wands today, getting up out of bed, and it's like your day is in expectation, waiting on something to come into being, like something you're hoping for success in something, and it's really got you pretty much inspired. What else are you dealing with? Oh yeah, your personal status too. Like this is going to lead towards your life. This is money, a new opportunity. Maybe you're expressing about a new opportunity to the world. You're, communicating with others about your skills, and there's maybe this new opportunity that waiting on to find out more information on. And as far as your love life is concerned, or, this is dealing with people, as far as your love and emotions and stuff, it's like you're just feeling a bit betrayed, and it could be due to some money issues too. And there's a clash of that, and you're expressing yourself by maybe going silent and going within and just not really talking to no one because you're needing to take a time out away from these people so you can think about what your needs are and what your dreams are and stuff. Maybe you're feeling challenged by your emotions being in the way, maybe maybe your emotions are running havoc on you. Maybe you're needing to control that. Maybe take back your power with, how you're expressing yourself emotionally, really trying to tame yourself. Like, yeah, because maybe you just like to, rise above everything and, go forward in life and start to explore and find something new, get away from this emotion to rise up and find something that's inspiring, maybe your dreams. And this back part right here is like there's just been total like chaos coming in, and by you taking time out, you're able to have all this chaos like kind of flow over you, and you can rise above it and maybe get away. Like boom, be able to maybe go back. Maybe your blockage is that maybe you have someone coming in trying, maybe money's blocking you to go forward, to rise up, or there could be a person that's coming in really slow, or a creative project, or money coming in really slow towards you that's making you feel restricted about going forward in something. It's like here, this like person, like boom, they're just like, hey, wait a minute, you're trying to rise up above this. It's like all of a sudden you're going forward, and it's like, oh no, you have this restriction of something coming back in at you, like really taking forever to get rid of that blockage there. That's what your feelings might be for the day today. And next up is Libra. What's going on with Libra? So as you woke up today, wow, you had some unexpected changes obviously happen in your world. There's unexpected changes that you woke up to, and you're just like, oh my God, I just got to get the heck out of here. And that's what I see. This like internal chaos, this unexpected changes in your home front. Communication, some unexpected change in the communication going on in the home front, and how's that affecting your day? Wow, it's like you feel like the devil is blocking you. Libra is like the devil is there. They're like, oh my God, I've just come in and I'm so like you're maybe communicating with others about maybe you've caused some unexpected changes as you woke up and you just decided to be the devil. It looks like this is like the communication is the skills you're using, the energy of this, like using addictions and stuff and using just this is the skill, the communication. Oh my gosh, just really bringing this all on, and then feeling really tied and bound. If this is in regards to love, it's like you're feeling really stuck here, like oh shit, now it's all empty, and you're feeling like solitude, like you're put into solitude now that all this chaos has happened. And this morning, you're like, just what the fuck do I do? How do I get out of there? Excuse my English. I apologize for cussing. And so, what are you expressing? What are you needing? You're expressing your desires. You're showing to the world this is what you're wanting to express. You're wanting to express your dreams, your hopes, your desires, your emotions. You're wanting to express that today. Like, this is what I want. This is what I really want. I want to get out of this. I don't know how to get out due to this unexpected change. And so you're wow, your challenges. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Because it's like here we have a choice now that you're needing to make, and it's really putting you up in your head because you're really feeling stuck to a past situation, and you're stuck here because you feel like you don't know where your money's going to come from. Because where's it? How you're going to balance out your money situation, and what could be limiting you? What's holding you back? Maybe a Queen of Cups. Or you being able to control your own emotions and stuff here. Yeah, and you are dealing with beliefs too. So this could be stuff from your past that you're dealing with in your belief system. It's just been torn down, shot to all get out. It's like your belief system, traditions and stuff. It's like all feeling like just emotional freaking chaos. And so what you're being restricted by, or by a person, you could be restricted by this person could be controlling you. It's like all this stuff is just coming down onto this water sign. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or someone else trying to control their emotions or trying to control your emotions. That is for Libra. And then next up is Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for the sign of Scorpio. What's going on with you guys? So today you woke up and you're dealing with life, basically, the long-term effects, life, death, birth, beginnings and endings and stuff like that today on the home front. And you're communicating about that too. So that's in your communications. And you're feeling really stuck and bound in this situation. Like, you don't even know how to communicate. It's like you're mainly up in your head. So you might be actually, closed off to other people because you're feeling stuck, having to make a choice about which way do I go. You're maybe communicating now that, you've got to decide. Maybe you're being deceitful too about this, maybe being quiet about it. Like you're really not knowing which way to go. You're kind of up in two minds here. And in the love, if this is love, you're really wanting to express your love. You want to go forward in love. You want to give your love to this person, whoever you're dealing with. And you're expressing, though, that maybe you're worried about your money situation, most likely today, and feeling really stuck about this. So it's keeping you from being able to do anything, most likely. Yeah, you're feeling you want this like happy family life. This is your dreams, this is your goals, and that's really keeping you kind of stuck here. And this being stuck in this is like, wow, you don't feel like you have a way out. You want to move forward, but it's like maybe addictions are kind of keeping you kind of stuck back there. Maybe you're like, okay, so maybe other people are turning their back. Your limitations is looking back. You keep looking back at this situation over here. You're trying to go forward, in life, but you're being restricted because every time you try to go forward, you're looking back and you're being tied back to this devil energy. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign today. You wake up and you're dealing with relationships today. Somewhere around the world, you're dealing with relationships for Sagittarius. We're going to find out exactly, let's see what's going on there. Communication, so it looks like you have the Four of Swords. So when you wake up, you're already in your head about relationships, and maybe you're thinking, because you're going to have to go to work and you can't be up in your head and daydreaming about relationships, but it's like, you're needing to communicate about maybe taking a time out. You need to take some time out and think about things on the home front, like waking up and thinking, okay, you need to take some time and get, see some truth in something, because what you're communicating to other people or stuff is that you're just like really done. You're feeling backstabbed and betrayed, or you're just like really done in the situation. Wow. There's like, as you're feeling just overdone, it looks like you're like in, especially like love. It's like when you come up and you look over and you take a look at this love situation. If you're dealing with love, it's like these people are like having their cake and eating it too. And you're just like so tired of fighting with that. There's conflict there. And this is what you're expressing, though. You want to take control. Sagittarius. Just wanting to take control over this. Did I tell you that you're dealing with relationships? Yeah. Okay, so you're trying to regain control here, expressing, you're discerning, you're using your discernment and really trying to stick get to the truth of something, because your challenge is ending something and breaking free. You want to break free maybe from this. You're having to really stick to your guns here, because you're wanting to break free so you can, oh wow, let go of this this burden, because you felt really overburdened for a while and you're just wanting to just let go, but you're being limited and stuck by maybe offers that you're just not really interested in. It's like you're just maybe actually been in your comfort zone for a while, because you have 2 4s here too. You've been in your comfort zone and maybe taking too much time thinking about things and how you want them to be. And so anything that's been coming into you, you're just like, oh, okay, whatever, floating away from it. As Sagittarius, Capricorn is dealing with responsibilities. Wake up first thing in the morning, is like, oh, great, now we're dealing with responsibilities. So you've got maybe bills to pay, or maybe you've got deadlines to meet. You've got maybe, bills to pay, deadlines to meet, meetings to make, people, business, whatnot, depending on whatever your life is like. But you're dealing with responsibilities the first minute you wake up, and it's like, oh, geez. And maybe there's some confusion there. Maybe there's something that's really not totally clear about. And so you're waking up a little bit foggy. So did you have some drinking time last night? Just kidding. Maybe went to bed confused and waking back up, not really still sure about how this responsibility, whatever it is you're having to be responsible for. And it's like, okay, so it looks like you're deciding to maybe go get some support from someone else, communicating that you need, maybe you're expressing love, you're communicating maybe your emotional support, you're communicating your emotions, wanting to go forward with helping someone. And in love, there's a new opportunity. So then what I'm seeing is that you're really confused then about, when you wake up, you're like waking up in this confusion about not really knowing how to go forward in something that's brand new, maybe in regards to love, and you're maybe wanting to communicate your love to somebody. And this person, how you're expressing yourself though, is that you don't want to work too hard for this. You want to be able to just be able to have it easy pickings, basically. And your challenges is like, oh wow, that those easy pickings, maybe you think that they just keep on, maybe they're just coming down at you. They're so easy, all this easy pickings, they just come, and that's a challenge because that can make you maybe have like, I don't know, you need to balance this out, like these easy pickings, how you're getting about your easy pickings. Where the heck I came up with that? You want to go take control and go be leader of whatever you're trying to, go after this opportunity, dealing with money. So maybe money's like kind of been coming at you pretty easy lately, Capricorn, and you're just like, and there's this new opportunity, and it's like, oh wow, I gotta stabilize myself out before I go forward because this is something that's long term, and you've been restricted by like maybe you're limiting yourself by too many options. All these like easy picking things have been just always flowing. And it's like, wow, look at, and here you are sitting here going, look at the stuff that's just been coming to me. And, which way do I go? So all this stuff's been, all these options have been there for you. And it's like, now you're waking up like, what the heck? I'm confused. So in confusion here about where you're going because you want to go, you want to go take a, you want to go have control over your future, right? But you're like wanting to express your love, to someone, and you're also thinking about long term if it's money, but this is love, a new opportunity, but it's also to do with money too. You love money, and it's coming to you. You're like confused. You're in conflict with this money because it's been easy pickings for you. And you're like, well, what the heck? I have to balance out, what's easy and what's not easy. God. Okay, that's Capricorn. Okay, that was quite cute. Okay, next up is Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and we're going to find out what's going on with Aquarius. And you guys are dealing with the enjoyment of life. How are you enjoying life? So you wake up and it's like, okay, maybe you're pretty bored about, your daily routine. Maybe you get up and get dressed and do all the same old things all the time. And it's like, well, maybe today, maybe you could think, maybe you woke up thinking, oh God, the same thing again. What do I do? And you're expressing this too. If you're in the home and you have a partner, maybe you're expressing, maybe we can go do something different. Maybe you're thinking of fun things to do, And here we go. We got the differences of opinions, though. Like maybe other people, whatever you want to do today, maybe there's other people like kind of having a difference of opinion, their own point of view about how you're enjoying your life when you wake up in the morning. Like you might have just been like, I want to go do this. And they're like, oh, I don't know, Or maybe I see it this way. This could be career. Maybe you're thinking if this is work, you're like, okay, well, you wake up and you're thinking about how you're expressing to someone how you're going to do something, and the expression is totally different than what the other person is, telling you. They've got their own ideas. You could be dealing with a group of people first thing this morning, and they all have all their own opinions and stuff, and that might cause some conflict. And so, like, okay, well, you're just gonna like maybe go take a little time out and maybe go on a little journey. Maybe, as far as communication, maybe you're not really sharing that with other people about this little journey that you're going to take because it's emotional for you. And you're really looking at maybe what's long term for you, what's going to be good for you. And, this is away from the home. This is by yourself, down by the water, all on your emotions, reflecting on things, looking into your future maybe. And if this, as far as love goes, you're trying to maybe trying to keep, I see these like, boom, like trying to avoid conflict, trying to keep control over your emotions as conflict comes in, like, boom, these little things are falling over this king. And he's like, what the heck? And he's holding on to his little pet. And so it's like you're trying to avoid any kind of conflict whatsoever. You don't want to get involved in that. You want to keep control over your emotions. And so, and you're expressing this like, okay, there you go. Like in your expression, you're just wanting to, boom, okay, holding back. Okay, the conflict, maybe that you're trying to keep conflict away. maybe there's a person you're dealing with, and you're really having to really block off. You may be blocking off another person trying to come at you. So you're really using your emotions here regarding anyone coming after you. You're trying to be, use your regaining control over what you see as right and fair and truth, and regaining, trying to master your emotions and also take control over truth. And maybe you're challenged because maybe you just, whenever this kind of stuff comes in, when people come in at you with their truth and stuff like that towards you, you take off and go off into like hermit mode away from people, because you don't want to have to, you need to go take some time out to think about things. And it's kind of funny how, like, here in the early part of your day, the first kind of deal you had to deal with is, some conflict with other people, and really having to take a time out. And here you're like more towards the end of the day, looking more towards this is, how do I go forward in the future with this decision? Maybe you're finding out, you're having to take this control, seeing the truth in something to avoid your emotions being, in shambles and stuff. And you're wanting to really maybe you're trying to get a new start, especially like with love, or there's this new project that's coming in, something really creative, and you're really needing to think more on this. It's like that's what you'd rather think of as new love, new emotions, a new emotional start here. So you're trying to get a new emotional start in maybe career, because this is how you began your day. And so you're like float up into your mind, and here in your mind you're like thinking about this idea that's like sparking off, and it's right there, like just like, ooh, it's kind of in your day today. And so it looks like maybe there's a message that you might have some limitations that might have come through, or you could be, by the end of the day, or what could be conflicting is that there's this message that has come in that is exciting for you, or that you're needing to take some action on. So that might be restrictive for you, this message that you had to deal with over here. It's like this message may have hit your emotions too. That's why you may have had to go take a time out, because you need to go reflect on what it is that's your purity, your thing, that's your baby, I don't know if you're pregnant or whatnot, but a project or something that, you're just like wanting to maybe send out, maybe not knowing how to communicate your truth about something. So that could be your restriction there. Or maybe someone just like not really paying attention to you and your truth, what messages, what your communication is regarding your truth about the dreams and desires and things that you have. And last but not least, we have Pisces. And while the moon, in your sector, unless you know what where your moon sign is, when you were born, it could have been anywhere. But for today, for the general public, it's in Gemini. So for you, it's dealing with emotional security. So this would be like the moon is in the second house for you, if you know your houses and stuff. So emotional security, or no. I'm sorry, that's wrong. Actually, it is. Let me see. Yeah, emotional security. Fourth house. So this would also be with your home. So basically, it is dealing with, you're going to be hit really hard today, most likely with home issues and how you are emotionally secure there. What is it that makes you emotionally secure? What makes you feel comfortable and stable and safe? What doesn't cause chaos? And you're going to have some communication about this. You're going to communicate. This is communicating to others too, and could also do love, to be with about love. But you look like you're waking up with being in two minds, like being really indecisive about something, putting something off, making a decision about something because you don't know where you want to go. You're more in your head than you are in your emotions at the moment. And your communication is like you're trying to just like maybe be peaceful with your communication towards other people. You're even though you're like really indecisive at the moment and keeping from maybe answering someone, maybe someone's communicated with you about, making a decision on going someplace, making a choice about something, and you're really in two minds about that, especially regarding emotional security. This is really causing some conflict for you. And so you're trying to go balance your emotions out, trying to balance out your mind and keep trying to make a decision here, taking some time out. So maybe you're not communicating because you're needing to bring some change, and that this is about love. Maybe there's a death of a situation. Maybe there's an ending of a relationship or a partnership or a friendship or something, but you're trying to bring peace to your own mind about this and making changes, because in a death of anything is always going to bring change, right? So this is being able to bring change, having to deal with that, and be able to take charge again of your own life and go forward in your life in control, regaining the control of your own life and your inspiration. Yeah, looking back at these things and moving forward is what you're wanting to do. But this is like maybe stopping you. Maybe there's something else coming in and stopping you from moving forward. Maybe it's you keep stopping and looking back at towards your past, at maybe messages or something. What you're wanting to hope for is to, gain some clarity, peace of mind. Yeah, because here we have this just wanting to really get clear understanding is what you're hoping for. But you're still stuck, as like every time you try to go forward, it's like boom, you're looking back, like just looking back. So that is yours. You're looking back, wanting to refight for something from the past, but it's like needing to be changed so you can have peace of mind. And so you're really, so I'm saying, stuck in your mind, two minds about a decision, an emotional decision you're having to make. Putting a lot of chaos, like burning something down to the ground. You need to let something maybe just go and quit burdening yourself with stuff from the past. If it keeps on, if you keep fighting it, how are you supposed to move forward in life and be able to be emotionally happy in all the rest of your life? If you're still looking at something from the past that you just need to just burn away and it, complete it, be finished, and take back your power and own, feel that fire in yourself, instead of stopping and looking back, there you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.